Hello, Rick Billings here. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to install plugins and themes, okay? A theme is the way your website looks. So as we look at the website now, it has a default 2017 theme on it. And as I scroll down here, you'll see there's a post area here, which we'll talk about if you're not familiar with, and then some widgets on the right-hand side, okay? But we're not going to use WordPress's theme. We're going to have our own theme, okay? So let's see. You do that by appearance over here, okay? And I'm going to show you a couple different things. What I usually do is I come into these other ones and I just delete them because I don't want any unnecessary things in here. So I just click on it and I delete in the bottom right hand corner and hit OK. And then here's this 2016. I just leave the 2017 on there, okay? And I hit delete. So I just delete those two. Because I just don't want them. I just leave one theme on there. But that's not the theme I'm going to be using, okay? The theme I'm going to be using is, let me go find it on my thing, is I use Thrive Themes. I've been doing WordPress for almost 10 years now, and Thrive Themes, hands down, is the best theme set that you can use. And I say set because there's like 10 different themes that you can pick within Thrive Themes, but they have a Thrive visual editor, which is just phenomenal, and we'll get into that and I'll show you. And I do all my WordPress stuff with the Thrive themes and Thrive editor, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and add something, and I'm going to show you something here just so you can see two versions of how you can add themes to it. So I'm going to say add a theme. I'm going to hit upload, okay? And I'm going to choose I'm going to grab a theme over here on the right hand side, and the theme we're going to have on this right here is minus theme. What I have my regular blog, and hit install, and you know, and so you drag it on top of here, it chooses it, okay? You hit the install and it goes to install it here, okay? Now let's wait for a second. Okay, and then on the left hand side I can hit preview live or just activate. I'm going to go ahead and activate it, okay? And here this is over here, the theme. Now the theme also has to have a it has to have a license. So you have to license this theme right here. Okay, so you go to License Manager, okay, and then I'm going to just put my license in here, which is just my email address, and then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pause a second and grab the license key and put it in here, okay? Okay, I put the license key in there and it says successfully licensed the site, okay? The theme for that. It is a purchase theme. There are a lot of free themes, but trust me, the Thrive Themes is really, really good, okay? And so within a theme, now you have customization, which we'll get into that in the next video. I just want to show you how to install them here, okay? Because when you hit customization, you're able to add a lot of things, but I just want to show you how you install a theme and the plugins, okay? So now we're going to come over here to plugins right here, okay? And it comes with two plugins that always default and install on WordPress. One is Akismet, which is a spam protection, which is really good. And it says that it needs to be updated because they update these all the time. So when you see that little red one there, always update. Keep your plugins and your themes updated. Because see, if you don't, a lot of times spammers can get in through the back door of a plugin that's outdated, okay? It happens. So you just click the update button right there is all it is, and it's very safe to do. It takes within minutes. Boom, it's done. It's that quick, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and activate this right here. And okay, so I'm going to go ahead and register this right here. I had grabbed the number a little bit earlier, okay? And when you register it, they give you an API key. You can use it in all your websites right there, okay? So now that's registered. And go back to the plugins right here. And Hello Dolly, I always delete it. We don't use it at all. It's just they put a plugin right there. I'm going to hit delete. And it says okay. I'm just going to delete it right there, okay? So I just don't want it in there. Now I'm going to add some new plugins, okay? Now here's something which is dealing with a theme. It says, you know, it wants to optimize your images. We're going to dismiss that now because we really don't have any images on here, okay? And I'm going to walk through and show you a few plugins that are a must, okay? The first one that you always want on there, and I have these, I'm going to hit upload because I have these over here in a separate folder that I've downloaded. But the one that's the most important to put on here all the time is called Yoast SEO. Okay, and now Yoast SEO is and hit activate. It's an SEO plugin, okay? And you can go in and go on the site, and if you want to view details, you can go here. There's a lot of information you can find. There, I don't use a premium version, but all the defaults that come in Yoast. So in other words, there's a dashboard here, and all the defaults that are in here, okay, are perfectly fine. Okay, and there's a couple notifications that pops up and tells you. And let me click the X's so they're not there with the things. But just the default settings that are throughout here are perfect. Okay, you can learn about it later, but it's like the default in for SEO that's on here. Okay, so let me go ahead and upload another one. I have a couple others that I like, and I'll show you. One is I use one. Let's see, upload. I use a form one that I'll show you. There's a lot of forms. Whoops, I'll just drag it over from my folder on the right here. A lot of forms that are out there, but I use one form, and I'll show you as we go along. But this is just showing you how to install. So I'm just going to install a couple of these plugins, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and hit just return to installer and grab another one here, upload. And this is WP Clean. Sometimes you need to clean up your database. You just start doing a lot of stuff, and you just need to kind of clean up a few things. There's one that's called WP Post View. This shows how many times somebody looked at your post, which is kind of neat. Okay, and then I got one called Purdy Links that allows you to, if you have any affiliate links or you want to redirect people to a certain URL that you want to customize, you can do that. And we'll talk about these when we get in here. And then I have a stack counter that I use. Okay, I've used for a long time. And I'll show you how to set that up a little bit later on another video lesson. Okay, and so I installed these plugins. I'm going to jump over to plugins. And sometimes when I have them downloaded from WordPress.org, okay, I keep them in a folder. I have a folder that is our must install plugins when I ever install any website. And I have, you know, a couple others, several others, but they're more specific, okay? But when you install the plugins, a lot of times they'll need to be updated. Like this right here says it needs to be updated. So I just click the update, okay? And then it's not activated yet, okay? So I can do one of two things. I can just check these boxes here and then activate them all at once, or I can just hit the activate button. I'll just leave them checked, hit activate, and hit apply. So the WordPress is just going to activate all these plugins, okay? Now there's one that says Purdy Link. It has an upgrade option, but we're using the free version. These are all free plugins, okay? So as we look down there, Kismet is a plugin that keeps spam out of your website. Fast Secure Contact Form is a contact form I use, which I like, which I'll show you how that works, because it's really neat the things you can do with it. You can have questionnaires and all kinds of things in there, okay? And again, I'm showing you the ones that I like and I've been using for years. There's 46,000, over 46,000 plugins on the internet. You know, majority, 80% are free, and 20% approximately you pay for the upgrades, or you pay for them because they do so much custom functionality. But you can get the plugins to do all kinds of things for you, okay? Purdy Links right there. Cleanup cleans up your database. So and then page view and Yoast. I'll just jump over to cleanup here. You'll find it under settings. Some plugins will make a link on the thing, like Purdy Links does. Some of them will make little side quick links here, okay? But others don't. So like the W under settings, the WP, the form is underneath here, the stack counter, and WP and the post view, and WP cleanup. And these are actually, when you go to them, that's the functionality of that plugin, okay? So you can look at, it makes, you know, different things. It makes auto saves and revisions and drafts and stuff like that. I just delete all, and it just cleans those out. Now, one thing you gotta be careful of is if you write a draft for a post, you're gonna blog, which we'll talk about later, you don't want to hit delete all because it'll wipe it out, okay? And then if you want to optimize the database, okay, you can kind of see this sometimes. It's got, you know, 26,000 KB or 2600 KB. I hit optimize to see if it goes down any. Okay, yeah, it went down 11,000. So a lot of times in a database, you're doing things. It saves backups. It saves alias files that you don't need and stuff like that. So you just clean up the database. By having a clean database, you are better optimized on Google, and that's what we're going for. Is we're trying to create some, you know, as we create our personal brand, we're trying to create and have, you know, information we put on our site and blogs. We're trying to get that all ranked in Google so we can get some organic searches to our site also. Okay, so Going back to dashboard, that's all it is. It says there's an update right here. I'm going to click on it. Okay. It could be the theme. It is. Okay. You have plugins and themes to update. Those are the two things. And so when you see that one there, you always, in my opinion, when you're logging in your back office, always go there. I usually hit select all and I just hit update themes. And it's just jumping very little. They might have made just anytime a theme makes just a little adjustment, it sends you automatically an update. And it took a matter of 10 seconds to do. Now I go back over here to updates and everything's updated. Okay. So you'll have an update for WordPress when it updates. You have an update for themes and an update for plugins and themes. Okay, let me see. Why is it showing there again? Let me hit update again. Shouldn't be showing. Okay. Okay, return to the theme page. Okay, so it's updated now. It's gone away. You can see that one gone away. It could have been they just produced another update real quick, okay? So anyway, you can see that. So that is how to install plugins and themes. From time to time, you're going to upload a theme or a plugin, and it's going to say, it's too big or whatever. And you can do one of two things. You can have your host provider change your uploading limit, okay? Or you can actually come over into your own cPanel for that website and go to File Manager. Okay, and you can come over here to File Manager, go to Public HTML, go to Content, okay, and you have your plugins and your themes here, okay, plugins and your themes. So you can come over here to, for example, plugins, open up, here's the plugins I installed, okay. Let me go grab another plugin to install here, and I'll show you this is a way you can do it on your server side, okay. A lot of you might not want to do that, but let me see if I can just find something that I haven't installed. Because you can change plugins. Let's see. I'm just looking at my folder here. Here's one right here. Here's called Duplicate Post. Okay. So here's a plugin right here. I'm going to hit upload right here. And it says, where's that file? I'm just going to drag and drop it. Okay. Right on top of here. And it's uploading a zip file. When you do that, it has to be a zip. And this is called duplicate post. So I can duplicate a page or a post within my site just by hitting like a clone button, okay? And so I'm going to, it already installed it. It went green. It says it's installed. So I'm just going to close this. And I'm going to hit refresh right here, reload. And here it is, duplicate post, okay? Now what I got to do is right click on this and I want to extract it. And it then extracts the file into a folder that's in this file here. Hit refresh, reload again. And here it is, duplicate post. So I just took my zip file, I uploaded it to my folder, obviously my plugins folder, okay? And then I come over here and I extracted it, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to delete this because I don't want the zip file in there no more. I don't need to take up space. It's not going to hurt nothing, but I just don't need it to take up space. I'm going to delete it. When I hit refresh, it's gone. And then when I jump back over to the website and I go to plugins right here, you're going to see this duplicate post plugin. And obviously it needs to be upgraded, okay? And so I just upgrade it here, okay? So what it is if I'm over in a post right here, and I have a poster here, I can hit clone. And I can clone this post just by clicking it once. And it cloned that exact post. Here it is, you rename it a different name, okay? I'm going to get off of it and not save it. There it is. I'm actually going to delete both of these. I'm going to select them and delete them because I don't want those. I want to start brand new with them. So I'm going to hit move to trash. I hit apply, it puts them in the trash. I come over to trash, I empty my trash. I just do this all the time. I want to keep my website as clean as possible, as organized and as clean as possible, okay? So anyway, that's how you can install a plugin on the server side over here, okay? So I hope this helped. We'll have some more videos that explains all the plugins as we continue on here.